Hi there everybody, this is David, and we have an update in regards to Suikoden Starleap, which is one of my most anticipated games of the year, and I do want to tell you all about the update, as well as what this game is all about in my history with the Suikoden series today, and that's totally worth the sub as you come and you join a party and you level on up with me. Thank you so much for your sub, your like, and your brand new hype. It helps me out a ton. So, Suikoden Starleap. This was announced a while ago. Ayuden Chronicles came out, there was a Kickstarter for it, the Kickstarter smashed its goal, it came on and it was very successful. And then Konami noticed. And then Konami went ahead and they released their Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remastered Collection, which was also a smashing success. So then Konami was like, okay, well, there's actually, a market for a turn-based RPG. Who knew? So they decided to kind of drip feed us some Suikoden here and there by starting with an anime of Suikoden 2, retelling that story, and then also doing Suikoden Starleap as a mobile gacha game, which should be out sometime this year. We don't yet have a release date for it, but we do have an update for it. It says, we sincerely apologize that we're not ready to give an update regarding the release date for Suikoden Starleap. However, we have confirmed the release order regarding regions and platforms, and would like to at least share that information with you. So the release order will be as follows. It's going to come out first for iOS and Android in Japan, then it's going to be iOS and Android for global, then it's going to be worldwide released on Steam. However, some countries and regions will not be included in that global version, and we have looked and we have seen that the areas that are not going to be included are Russia, Belarus, Belgium, Thailand, and Vietnam. It's going to be released everywhere else, apparently, so we don't have to worry about it there. It says, they also go on to give a little description, kind of like a reminder of what Suikoden Starleap is, and I'm actually really excited for it, because number one, even though it is gacha, they explicitly stated that all 108 Stars of Destiny will be joining the party without gacha. They will just be coming in as part of the main story, and gacha is only going to be used to get a dream team, to build companions from previous games. If you want Chris coming in from Suikoden 3 or something like that, or Gedo or somebody else like that, Siletes from 5, if you want them to come in, then that would probably be gacha. But the 108 Stars of Destiny that are going to be, included in this story is going to be straight through the main story right there. So you don't have to worry about any sort of gacha if you don't want to. Also, they said that they're going to be looking into releasing more Suikoden games based upon how well, number one, the anime of Suikoden 2 does, but also how well this game does as well. This is intended as a true entry point to the series because they do want to revive the series. This is not a spin-off. This does not take place in a separate world. This isn't anything else like that. This is actually a complete entry point to the series, and it's taking place between Suikoden 1 and 5, east of the Scarlet Moon Empire, but also kind of inside of the Scarlet Moon Empire. The Scarlet Moon Empire is the empire from Suikoden 1. So it's going to kind of tell the story of this ancient Sindar civilization and the Rune of Change and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be featuring characters from Suikoden 5 as well as from Suikoden 1. We're going to be going to Gregminster, which is the starting point of Suikoden 1. We're going to be going to some other places from Suikoden 1, like Rockland and Lennon Camp. You can be seeing old friends like Flick, Victor, Humphrey, and even Odessa. Yeah, Odessa. She is apparently featured very, very, very heavily in the first chapter of the game. And I loved Suikoden 1, I loved Suikoden 5, I loved Suikoden 2. I've played all the Suikoden games. Even Suikoden Tactics, Tierkris, and Woven Web of the Century. I've played them all, so this is very, very, very exciting to me, and I'm super, super, super looking forward to it. They go on to say, and they talk about, what this game is. It says, our entire team is hard at work to unravel unwritten history, breathing life into a new cast of characters and gathering together an expansive amount of knowledge and information about the world so that we can deliver a comprehensive, exciting experience to you with this game. And they also believe in optimizing the game for each platform, and that's why they're doing this staggered release. They want to make sure that it is, perfect for Japan, and then perfect for us, and then perfect over on the PC. We don't know if there's going to be any sort of cross save between mobile and PC or anything else like that. I do hope that there will be something like that, because that would be really cool. Also, because this is called Suikoden Starleap, and it talks about the rate of change, I think that there's going to be time travel. They even said that they're including a system that allows various eras to be depicted as you progress through the story of the 108 Stars of Destiny. So I'm wondering if that's going to be their excuse for the gacha. It's going to be a time travel warp gate appeared. Oh, look, it's Joey from Suikoden 2. He came through the warp gate. Now he joins your party. I wonder if it's going to be like that, or if it's going to be incorporated more into the story insofar as something like Chrono Trigger, where you can go into various different eras or go into various different countries and, visit those different time periods. I think that would be really cool. They also went ahead and they said if this is successful, more Suikoden games will come out. So more than likely, we would probably get a Suikoden 6 next, or maybe we'd get a PlayStation 2 remastered collection, something along those lines. They did say that the second step must succeed in order to reach the third step. We're on the second step right now. The second step being the anime of Suikoden 2 and Suikoden Starleap. And if this step succeeds, then they're going to move on to step 3. They haven't said what step 3 is. We're just kind of guessing of what it might be. But, honestly, again, this is the most attention that we have seen Suikoden get in 20-something years. So, we need to do our part. Konami's doing their part. We need to do our part. We need to show our support for this. And I, for one, am super excited about it, especially because they said, gacha wasn't mandatory. Another thing, we haven't heard a lot about this game in a while. They talked about it, they said it was a big deal, blah, 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 blah. And we haven't seen a lot of it, probably because they're just working on it and all that kind of stuff. But I was wondering, I was hoping that they were going to say, okay, we've seen these other companies like Square Enix take their gacha games and then turn them into console release games. We're seeing that with Another Eden Begins. We're seeing it with Octopath Traveler 0. We're seeing it with Final Fantasy Resonance. So we're seeing it, and it's not just with Square Enix. We're seeing it with Atelier Resolution. We're seeing it all over the place. So I was wondering, okay, maybe, maybe they were going to change theirs to a console-only release as well, and then just charge us $50 for it or whatever. Maybe they would do that, but it looks like they're not doing that. They're still going on with releasing it as a gacha. So yeah, maybe we'll get a console release of this later? I don't know. The whole thing's very exciting to me. It's very exciting to think about. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about this. Just bring this information to y'all, let you know about Suikoden, my excitement for it. I'm super excited for Suikoden Starleap. It looks to be amazing. But now I want to know from y'all, what do you think about this game? Let me know down in the comments, and as always, have a good day.